but
people in the place to be, vandals, and everybody else out there looking in the darkness, especially demons that will wear your face. This is a brand new episode of How Did We Get Here? This episode is dedicated to my cat Gump. I just want to throw that out there really fast. And we're just going to move on. You guys got anything you want to shout out before we get into this really rad first issue for Halloween?
I'm going to shout out Cookie because she did a makeup job the other night that I thought was pretty damn cool. The Hellraiser type style makeup. So it's Halloween time. So if you're going to follow Cookie anytime on socials of the year, this would be the time, the month of October. So go check it out. She did a pretty good job.
Because she does deactivate November 1st.
That's right. Clock's ticking.
Yeah. So go check it out. It's just starting, so definitely, I'm sure she's going to have some great stuff for us throughout the month. Yeah. Aside from that, I don't have anything else to shout out except for this book.
Got Ronan and Saint in the house. You got stuff to shout out. You just showed it to us off air, Joseph.
Oh, you want me to show
that? I didn't know you could show that on YouTube.
Show us the whole.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to the post office. Yeah. Got the Alan Moore and Jensen Burroughs book from Avatar Neonomicon. Got that to read during the
You have the courtyard, right?
Yeah, that has everything. It has courtyard and the Neonomicon in it.
Okay.
Yeah, it has that trade. They put both into it. I've got Connie Halbert's Acid Nun came in today, so I'm looking forward to reading that. Who should be coming on the show in November. We'll have her on as a guest in November. And I got the trade for Breathers, the full collection, all 10 issues 1 through 9, and issue 0 by Justin Madsen.
Nice.
So, yeah, those were all. The Breathers was a pre-order that was listed quite a while back, and that just came in. So yeah, yep.
You got anything, Elle?
I have something to shout down. American Horror Story.
Oh, the new one?
Season started?
Yeah, and I try to give it 2 episodes. That's my limit now. At this point, it's 2 episodes. After the first episode, I said no. But I said, you know what? You promised yourself. I said I did. And no. It's a hard no for me. And I don't understand the critical acclaim for it. I get people are like applauding Kim Kardashian for playing.
Oh, you mean this season?
Yeah.
Oh.
And she's basically just not acting. She's just herself, and it's and Emma Roberts really giving it the good old Nepo baby go. And at this point, it's just tired. I wish they would just start with new people at this point. Maybe it wouldn't feel so like forced. But yeah, I think it's time for a little reset there. It's awful. Yeah. I did go back and finish American Horror Story season 2, and I did like that Bloody Mary episode.
Which one was 2? Which one was season 2?
Was that American Horror Stories? No, the anthology
stories.
One.
Yeah.
I went back to finish that, and there was a couple that I did like on there, but
the one about the milk. Oh my god, that was the nastiest thing I think I've seen, man.
The milkmaid.
Yeah, that was.
You want to know what's funny? I skipped that one because I saw the title and I said this is gonna be gross, and I skipped it.
It was oils.
Oh, see, I can't do that. Listen, like segue to the book.
We're gonna Clockwork Orange you. We're gonna buy tickets to Seattle. We're gonna put you in a chair with those things and make you watch the Milkmaid episode.
Yeah, no, it was. I just and so like holes and multiples. No, thank you. So shout out to you for having me read this one. I had my hand over the pages as I was reading it. A little foreshadowing.
This is great.
Yeah, so So, Johnny, lead us into this.
All right. Well, Joe got this hooked up. This is by David Pepose and Alex Cormack with letters by Justin Birch. This is The Devil That Wears My Face. It is published by Mad Cave Comics, and it is coming out next week, Joe?
No, Wednesday. Tomorrow. Dropping tomorrow.
Right on. So get on this book. It's a pretty rad first issue for a period piece, but it's a exorcism story, kind of told in a different way. Taking it, I haven't seen it took in this route, so I think it's a fun vehicle for the exorcist medium, and that's what we got for you guys tonight. The Devil That Wears My Face, starring Antonio Banderas in my own reading of it. Like the main character, I don't know why he just kind of looked like him, but like I just totally read it in that Antonio voice.
With Thirsty Maria.
Oh yeah.
Just a little parched.
I had to throw that in there, man, because that part of the book scratched me up, man. She's just like, he's like, well, my friends call me, and she's like, damn boy, looking around the plantation owner, like, what do you say?
Because she's only ever known two men, and one of them's the devil right now. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the story is a rich. What is he? He's not a plantation owner, but anyway, it's his son gets possessed by a demon while he's out on an excursion or something. When he comes back, he's not the same. So they lock him in a room, and they've had several priests go and try to exorcise him to get this demon out, and it doesn't work. And not only that, but to disastrous results. Disastrous. And when I say disastrous, I mean you have Alex Cormack on this book, and if there's anyone that's a master of drawing bloody brutality, it's definitely Alex Cormack. Anyone familiar with his work from Sync, Crimson Cage? I mean, he's often worked with Rich Dueck as well, doing stuff, and he's definitely the right man for the job to draw this book, and he does not disappoint. So the scenes with the priest trying to exhume the demon from the person is very well illustrated, and definitely Alex brings his A game. So visually, this book is top notch. If you like the brutality, the blood, the goriness, and even there's some scenes that are kind of like a hellscape, kind of with fire and stuff, and he does a fantastic job with that. And the way his interpretation of visually, I don't know, David and him, how they worked it out, but I love the interpretation of the demon when he exhumes the demons from the body with the eyeballs all over, like kind of leaving. I thought that was so cool, and that's probably the part where Elle was like, "Oh, I can't."
Yeah, the pages were like beautiful, like kudos, truly, but also jail.
Yeah,
I said no, stop, not one more, and but also
no more eyeballs,
right? No more balls, and but it was like it was really pretty though. Like visually, it was stunning to look at, and the more you try to like dissect it, like the more layered it is visually. And so once you look past the eyeballs, there's still more to see.
Yeah, and the interesting part about this story is you don't really get into it because this issue sets up for the rest of the series, and it's a pretty quick pace, and they get to the point. Like at the end, like I didn't think it was gonna the title. I didn't think we were gonna get to that point as quickly as we did. So they didn't waste any time to get to this. So it'll be interesting, and I think they touch a little bit on the main character's backstory, which I think is going to play an important thing with his mother and all this stuff. And they touch on it a little bit in this story, but don't go too deep into it. So I think that's probably something that'll be revealed more in the coming issues and might lead to something really interesting for the rest of the series. So we'll see.
The twist was great, to tell you the truth. Like I was reading the issue, and like it got to the point where like he's going back, and I'm like, he just got there, and then like the twist happened. I was like, oh, that it honestly caught me by surprise. Like it was a really pretty good written first issue. Like I did not expect them to take that route, at least right away. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Sometimes I like to read a book backwards to see if it still makes sense, and even in reverse, this book makes sense, which was really cool. Like not like page per page backwards,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like chunk by chunk.
Yeah.
And even in reverse, like they could have done it either way, and it would have been like, oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And this is the first of David's work that I've read that's been straight up horror. I mean, like most of his stuff I've read has been kind of on the cutesy
Sci-fi,
side,
fantasy,
fantasy. Spencer and Locke is kind of the more closest it's been, or maybe
noir.
Going to the Chapel. Well, yeah, kind
Mhm.
of. There's some brutality to those books a little bit, but nowhere near on the level of this. And I think that like, he jumped right into telling a pretty good horror story, and he jumped into in my opinion, a hard a subgenre to like really make work, because I think exorcism stories you have to get just right, and I
Yeah.
think that, like at least they're on a really good start to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And regardless, it's going to be a beautiful book all the way throughout. I mean, Alex freaking Cormack.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's one of the priests that tried to get rid of the demon. It didn't.
I
turn
read
out so
that
good,
in
did it?
I don't know if you guys follow wrestling, but Ryback used to say like "feed me more." So when I read that, I said he's a wrestler. It all makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Cookie, what did you think of the book?
I loved it, and I really like how layered it is. Also, with what's going on with Maria and the corruption of the Curia and all that. So, I'm excited to see where the whole series goes at this point. But
Because it goes in deep, because it's a period piece. It takes place at the late 1700s in the Catholic Church during the Inquisitions are still going on, and he is kind of like the Pope's exorcist. He's like the highest exorcist, but like he's kind of even at this time seen as like this archaic, old religion type thing. Whereas like the Inquisitor guys, they're just like, dude, just let me go in there and torture these people. It'll all be over in like 5 minutes. I just need to pull.
I'll get this fixed, no problem. Yeah.
So like it's kind of fun that they play with that a little bit. Like I always enjoy like some pretty good history in a comic, especially when it's done right or fun.
Yeah.
I know.
So
I
it
was
should be
like,
interesting to see where it goes. Yeah.
I was like gonna be like, oh, are we taking bets on like what his sin is? Because he said his sin was unlike anything he smelt in a while, and I said, ooh, tell me more.
Elaborate on that, please. Thank you.
Especially given his background. I said, secret family? No, I don't think so. I don't think he would have a secret family because of how he was born into the life he did. I don't think he would do that. So I'm curious.
Yeah, like they've alluded that like he is really dark, and like and he doesn't shy away from telling you he's got a tortured past. Like he's kind of already, I guess that's why he decided to become an exorcist, because he's already like really inflicted with his own demons.
Yeah, and they show a little back scene where in the early years where he just roams the streets at night trying to, and there's a great little scene where he kind of elaborates a little bit on
which would make a cool series as well. Just hanging out at night, exercising, drinking a beer, going home, doing morning prayer.
If someone has insomnia, I guess just get out there. I'll just go exercise.
You wouldn't happen to be possessed.
Demons.
You have to ask first. You wouldn't happen to know anybody who's possessed. But then you have to be like, why are you doing this for free?
I can't sleep, damn it.
So it'll definitely be, because like you said, they go back to the Vatican, and there's that whole storyline within the Vatican. The priest that like took him under his wing, the other one that he's in conflict with, what was his name? Moretti or something. Anyway, I don't remember the priest's name, but that'll be interesting to see when how that conflict gets resolved, especially if
because the one's a politician. He's angling to become the new pope because the recent pope is like bedridden, really so
blind and all that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of intrigue going on.
And also, you kind of take the side of the demon a little bit, because I'm like, I mean, the Inquisition wasn't all that great, so I mean, do what you will if you must.
I'm just curious to see how they tie it all back together. Like
Yeah.
to go back and to see how they tie Maria's story back into the main plot. Mm-hmm. So, because she did have those thirsty eyes for him when he was there. Yeah. So, yeah.
They write her off immediately. They're like, Joe said it lusty one too many times. She had to go.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, this comes out tomorrow. So, if anyone's looking for people like to add like books during October to read for Halloween time for the spooky season. So, this is definitely a great book to add to that.
Definitely.
So, if you're looking for something to pick up, go pick this one up. It'll be a great addition to your to read pile for the Halloween season. That if you're reading like seasonal themed this month, this is definitely a great one to add to your list. Yeah.
Mad Cave's really kind of picking up a little bit of steam lately too. Like and they've upped the ante with the books that they're putting out. Like I've always kind of had an eye out for them, but like I'm actually like really turning my head and looking now. You know what I mean? That's some of the stuff they're putting
Like
out.
Maria.
Yeah. Damn.
You said,
Yeah, so story wise, I mean, it's an exorcism book, so you know what to expect there. But I like the fact that it's not in modern times, it's like a 17th century, so that should be pretty cool because it'll lend itself to more maybe archaic kind of aspects of the time.
Way more horror. Way more.
Yeah, horror. Yeah, it'll definitely lend itself to the like David will be able to lean in. David will be able to lean into the like more old beliefs and stuff like that. So that'll be cool. And
Alex is at his best when he's drawing historical horror. Like Road of Bones is probably like still his just most effective like artwork in my opinion of being triggering in my opinion. Like that particularly brutal. If you've never read that one.
Yeah, and Alex's work on this is fantastic. Like, if anyone's familiar with his work, I mean, this is right up there with his other stuff. Like, I mean, he never disappoints. And I mean, dude's been working on. He has another book coming out from Dark Horse.
He's working with
Drive to Hell. I mean, he's putting out a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, yeah. He's very productive.
Didn't he just do another book for another small company too? Just finished up.
It could be. I don't know, but he's staying busy anyway.
And they got the new issues of Sync that are supposed to be coming out. Like they've been done forever. So like I don't know when we'll get them, but
yeah. So I mean, the art is fantastic. The story is definitely interesting in the way it leaves. I won't say on a cliffhanger, but definitely,
it leaves you like
on the surprise.
Yeah.
It leaves you in the spot where you're just like, oh damn, yeah, I'm gonna be checking out where this goes. Yeah.
That Leo pointing at the TV meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh fuck! Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. So definitely, I definitely recommend people go pick this up and check it out. Art is fantastic, and I don't think you don't get too many possession stories in comics, so it'll definitely be fun and different. So yeah, I don't know what's the last possession story you guys have read in comics. I can't really think of too many.
I would have to Google.
Shit. What?
Yeah, that's it.
Are there any possession? No, I'm just kidding.
So I mean, it's not a very
Siri.
common. Yeah, it's not like Goose.
The last one I can really think of that stuck with me that had a lot to do with possession was way different though. It was the comic book Clean Room by Gail.
And Outcast. I did follow Outcast.
Outcast, yeah.
Yeah, those are the only two that really come to mind.
But I wouldn't even put it in the same.
Yeah, they're way different.
Category,
Yeah, this is going more traditional, I guess, with the priests and the exorcisms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Like you could smell this book, dank.
Yeah, it's
sad,
true.
a little mildewy, but in like a good way.
Yeah.
Like like we were saying, like in the chats and stuff, very macabre. So it definitely fits the 17th century, the visuals and stuff like that. Definitely feels dark, gloomy. Yeah. So the tone and the mood is definitely there. The atmosphere, it pretty much hits all the notes.
I think Blood Moon is probably the only other publisher that's like putting out books that are like similar in a time period and atmosphere right now that I can think of.
Yeah.
So I definitely recommend this one. How about you guys?
Oh, definitely. Well, just off the talent.
2 thumbs up.
2.
Just off the talent alone, it's worth a look. That's involved in the book. It's worth a look alone, but it's worth sticking around because, in my opinion, this issue hooks you. I mean, by the end, it's like, yeah, this looks like it's going to be good.
And the title is too cool to not, it's such a cool title. I love like a multi-word title and.
Yeah, it's not burying the lead at all either. They're telling you what's going on right in the title. So
yeah, the man in the iron mask. What would you know?
There's a man in an iron mask.
Shocking.
Yeah, so we didn't touch on it when we started the episode, but we're bringing back the Hot Flash episodes where we just review like 1 or 2 books that have been come out recently. So we're bringing that back, and like tonight, like you see, we're going to be wrapping up soon, but we're bringing back Hot Flashes. So this was our first Hot Flash episodes for How'd We Get Here, and David was kind enough to send us a review copy, so we reviewed it, and the book is dropping tomorrow. So everyone go out in comic shops, pick it up tomorrow, and we'll be doing sporadically peppering these shorter episodes in here and there. So
you were burying the lead. Okay, had to be one of us. You wait till the end. It's short because Hot Flash.
Yeah, so this is something we did with the Pink Buzz, and we decided to keep it because it's fun just once in a while to record just short, quick and dirty episodes. So yeah.
Afraid to make sure it was dirty.
So I just wanted to thank David for sending us the review copy. Thanks you, Cookie L, and Johnny for coming on the episode and talking about this. So yeah, glad you all enjoyed it. And Johnny, so what do we have coming? Johnny?
Hey, it's me, Johnny. So no, I'm just kidding. Also, shout out to Cookie. I see Naughty Tinks.
Yes,
ghosty.
Yes. Little ghosty boy.
Oh, I don't know if Johnny lost his internet connection.
I think he was just tired. He said, you know what? He said Hot Flash and he did.
Oh, no, okay, yeah, he said he's coming back in a sec. Yeah, so I think his internet cut out. But anyway, so on Friday, I think, tomorrow, right, Al? What's tomorrow night?
Tomorrow for one night only, we're doing It's True Crime, because crime happens and it's real. And so we're just going to talk about that. And that should be, I don't want to say a good time, but it will be a time.
Times will be had.
So for one night only, tomorrow night at 8, if I'm not mistaken, right? 8 p.m. East or 5.
Oh, yeah, 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern.
Pacific, yeah. So that's tomorrow night on for one night only, which it'll be what? Episode number 4, 5, 6? I don't know. You're up to 6, 7?
12?
You've done a few now. Yeah, I don't know.
It's so many.
I just, I'm going to be real with you. I look again, like I said, I just wanted a place where it doesn't make sense. So why would I keep track? I don't know.
We thrive in chaos.
It's ridiculous. It was so funny because somebody hit me up today and was like, "Oh, where can I find your YouTube channel?" And I said, "I don't know if you." They found me like on Spoiler Kings or something, and I was like, "I don't know if I want to share that." And I said, "Well, I'm here and there."
I'm sprinkled about.
Yeah.
And also at the end of this month, well, maybe in November we'll do it so everybody can have a chance to read the wizard. What's his name? The third book in the Shrek series is coming out.
Why do I keep forgetting his name? It's not Malcolm. What is it?
Does it start with a W?
Winston.
Winston, yeah. And you saw the Airbnb. You could have a chance to stay in Scotland. And I said, somebody better film a fan made.
And we'll be having a little crossover episode on the 13th. So that not this Friday, the Friday. It actually falls on Friday the 13th the month of October, which is always extra special. So we'll be doing a crossover episode with for one night only, and we'll be talking about we'll be doing the best and worst of the movies. Which one is your favorite and which one is your least favorite? So I think it'd just be too long to touch on every movie that's been made of Friday the 13th. So we'll just do a best and worst. We'll touch on superstitions as well, because people that some people are superstitious.
How many movies are there? 11?
12 maybe. I don't know. They're not.
With
I
Freddy
think
versus Jason.
I think they're at 12 actually. So
the next one has to be called just 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be next Friday. But before then, this coming Friday, we have John Lees, Ian Laurie, and Fraser Campbell will be on the episode. That'll be an afternoon episode at 2 p.m. East, 7 p.m. UK time. So so John Lees with Ian Laurie and Fraser Campbell this Friday. So that'll be our next episode of How'd We Get There? How'd we get here? Hey, Johnny, did you have any last closing remarks for the book or anything before we sign out?
I don't know if you got to touch on it, but like another reason to totally check this book out is David Pepose is probably like one of the sweetest guys in the world. Like he has just been so genuine. I remember when I first ever met him, I just new to Twitter. I think I only had like 12 people following me, and I posted a review for Spencer and Locke. And he emailed me and was like, "Hey, dude, thanks for the review. Here's a copy of Going to the Chapel. Like, read it and tell me what you think." And I'm just like, that was so cool. And he is still doing that to this day. And like, he's popping off, man. The guy's writing Punisher. He's like working at Marvel, doing his thing. And he is still just like, "Hey, man, you want to read my book? Here you go." Like, I love that guy, man. So like, that is another just real reason to check out this book, because David Pepose, he's a real one. And Alex Cormack ain't no slouch either. But yeah, that's
Amen.
That's
all I got to say on the topic.
That cross looked a little low. Who's wearing your face?
All right, so thanks everyone for tuning in or catching this on the replay. Go pick up the book. Drops this Wednesday for new comic book day. So enjoy your reading for the rest of the week, and we'll talk to you on Friday.
Hell yeah. See you then.